Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I've got a depressing video that I got to show you. And the reason I have to show you this video is to stress the importance of what it means to pack an item properly when you ship somebody something. I just can't, for so many very different reasons. I cannot stress enough. Just like Radio, TV, Phone, O Nut constantly talks about this, and I'm going to talk about it now. Whenever you are shipping vintage electronics, the idea that you pack it, wrap it with a little bubble wrap, put it in a box and ship it is just not acceptable, and here's why. These radios, many of them, vintage radios, that are 60, 70 plus years old are made of a plastic called bakelite. This bakelite becomes very brittle and it deteriorates very quickly after all of the heat from the tubes for all the years. Like anything else, like even human beings, we start getting brittle. We start breaking down after 60, 70 years. I mean, you've seen older people. They ache, they hurt, they have a lot of pain. Well, these radios need to be treated just the same way because they're not brand new anymore. The person that I bought the radio from, was great. They gave me a total refund. I didn't even ask for the refund. I simply said, just give me my shipping money back. I'll try to repair this radio. Well, after looking at this radio, honestly and realistically, as bad as the circuit board is broken on the inside, it's really not worth the time or trouble. I decided to simply go ahead and just deal with the fact that what I got was a parts radio now. The description on the radio when I bought it said very simply, radio works, it's got a loud hum, but it does plug up, tubes light up, etc. When I got the radio, 4 of the tubes were out of their sockets, just laying in the radio just loose. One of the tubes was completely blown, like blown apart. The radio itself, again, it's just not acceptable the way I received it. And I'm going to show you right now what I'm talking about. Please understand I'm not coming down on the seller of this radio. This person gave me back a full refund when they found out the way I received it. They're going to open a case with FedEx. I'm going to say this. In reality, when you pack a vintage radio, you need to pack that radio to the point to where when it is in shipping, it may be thrown around, it may fall, it may do whatever, but that radio needs to have enough padding and packing around it, meaning sometimes as many as 2 boxes plus tons of bubble wrap to keep that radio stable in shipping. I don't know whose fault this is. I'm not pointing a finger. I will just say that I received a cute little radio that could have become a great little radio to listen to, but I can't do anything with it now because it's just a mess, and it's a shame. It truly is a shame. So watch this, and when you hear me repeat myself after I unpack the box, it's just because I was overwhelmed at the lack of packing. I think that's more what it was. I was just shocked. So watch this and just know I'm not pointing the finger. I'm just saying when you pack vintage electronics to be shipped, understand these parts aren't available anymore. You can't just order another case, knobs, circuit boards. They're unobtainium. You can't find them. So hopefully you'll see what can happen when poor packing happens. All right, so right now we're about to see what kind of damage was done to this radio due to the packing. Now, let me just say that when I unwrapped this package, The only thing that this package was in was a box. A box just big enough to fit this radio. You see how big the radio is. It's not big at all. And this was the only thing on it, was this bubble wrap. And I mean, to suffice it to say I'm not exactly happy with the packing job, considering that the radio was shipped FedEx and it cost over $20 to ship this radio, and it was packed so poorly. I'm really not happy. Okay, so far, not bad, but when you lift this radio up, yeah, well, this is not a good thing because the circuit board on this radio was damaged in shipping, along with traces, and this is not good. There's the circuit board. There's a crack on the side of the case, and yeah, this is not good. This is really poor packing. So this radio was literally not packed well. So I'm going to have to take some pictures and I'm going to have to look at the description of the radio and see what I can find out. This really bugs me. I don't know how badly this radio was damaged, but I mean it ain't good. So we'll just have to see, I guess, once we get in here, if we can fix the circuit board. I'm sure we can, but that's not the point of this. This radio is pretty beat up, and trying to figure out how this cabinet goes back together is this is going to be interesting at best. But I guess I'm gonna have to accept this, but I'm definitely gonna be taking some pictures to send to the person that sold me this radio and let them know that this is unacceptable packing. So, alright, there you go. By the way, this radio is a 57A Motorola radio, out of the 50s, and again, yeah, it's not good, but I bet money we can probably salvage it, but it's gonna be difficult at best. I hope you got something out of watching this. I really hope that if you decide you've got an old radio you want to sell to someone and you decide to ship it, please pack the item securely. A radio that I really wanted to restore and put on a shelf, I can't do that now because that radio is beyond repair. That circuit board is cracked in 4 places. There's no way to fix this. And the traces I was talking about in the other video, the traces are solder traces. So it's just not good. I just wanted to let you know that proper packing of a radio is so important. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you the next video, okay? You have a good day.